South African politician Jacob Zuma was born on April 12, 1942, in Nkandla. He is a politician who led South Africa from 2009 until he was forced to step down in 2018. Additionally, he held the positions of Vice President, 1999 to 2005, and President, 2007 to 17, of the African National Congress, ANC, the nation's dominant party. Zuma never attended a formal education. He joined the African National Congress, ANC, in 1959 and Umkhonto we Sizwe, also known as Spear of the Nation, in 1962. He was detained in 1963 and given a 10-year prison term on Robben Island for plotting to topple the apartheid regime in South Africa. He established clandestine recruitment networks for Umkhonto we Sizwe upon his release. Zuma returned to South Africa in 1990 and was chosen to lead the Southern Natal District. In 1991, he was appointed Deputy General Secretary of the ANC, and in 1994, he was elected to the KwaZulu-Natal Province's Executive Committee for Business and Tourism. He was chosen as the ANC's Deputy President in December 1997, and then President Thabo Mbeki named him the nation's Deputy President in June 1999. It was widely believed that Zuma would eventually succeed Mbeki as the ANC's and the nation's president. However, Mbeki fired him in June 2005 following the deception of one of Zuma's close associates, businessman Shaber Sheikh, who was accused of soliciting bribes from a French arms manufacturer on Zuma's behalf. The ANC National General Council defied Mbeki by restoring Zuma as an active member and, subsequently, as ANC vice president after he initially recused himself from all ANC duties. Zuma was put on trial for rape in March 2006 while the corruption accusations were still ongoing. He was found not guilty in May. He was chosen party president at the party conference in December 2007 instead of Mbeki. Later on in the same month, Zuma was charged with additional counts of money laundering, racketeering, and tax evasion in addition to the original charges of corruption and fraud. In September 2008, these accusations were ultimately dropped due to a technicality in the law. The opposition parties criticized the decision, saying it left open the issue of Zuma's guilt. Even nevertheless, the ANC significantly outperformed the opposition in the general election on April 22, 2009, and Zuma was in line to take over as president of the nation. He was formally elected president on May 6 at a National Assembly vote, and he took office on May 9. Zuma continued to be accused of corruption, including the resurfacing of prior accusations. In March 2012, the Supreme Court of Appeal ordered the Pretoria High Court to examine the state prosecutor's decision to dismiss Zuma's corruption charges in 2009. Despite these issues, Zuma was re-elected by a wide margin as the ANC's leader at the party's conference in December 2012. The ANC managed to do strongly in the 2014 elections and almost assured Zuma a second term as president, despite the economic difficulties and corruption scandal. On May 21, the National Assembly formally re-elected him to the position, and on May 24, he took his oath of office. Due to reports that the Gupta family had offered some people government positions, his association with them had once again made headlines. Despite surviving an impeachment resolution in the ANC-dominated National Assembly in early April, many people, including some prominent ANC members, demanded that Zuma resign or be recalled due to his scandals. Despite declining to run for a third term as ANC president, Zuma had a stake in the election's outcome in December 2017, which was between Cyril Ramaphosa, the deputy president of the ANC, and Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, his former spouse and a seasoned politician. But Ramaphosa ran for office on a platform of fighting corruption and promoting economic expansion. In a closely contested election, he prevailed over Dlamini Zuma. The likelihood that Zuma will once again be subject to impeachment proceedings or give in to pressure from within the ANC to resign before that could happen increased when the court ordered the National Assembly to establish a procedure to be used in the future for removing a president from office. On February 14, 2018, Zuma submitted his letter of resignation. The following day, Ramaphosa took office as President of South Africa. Zuma faced new legal troubles not long after he left office. The NPA declared in March 2018 that it was refiling charges against Zuma for his interactions with Sheikh and a French arms manufacturer. He was accused of racketeering, corruption, money laundering, and fraud on 16 separate occasions. Zuma entered a not guilty plea during the May 2021 trial. A separate inquiry into claims of corruption during the Zuma administration was under progress and was based on Matansila's 2016 State of Capture report. In August 2018, hearings got underway. In July 2019, Zuma came before the investigative commission to give some testimony, however he later declined to continue. He accused the commission's leader Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo of bias and urged his removal from the bench, which was rejected. Zuma received a 15-month prison sentence in June 2021 after the Constitutional Court ruled him in contempt of court for refusing to take part in the committee proceedings. In July, Zuma started serving his term, but in August, he was admitted to the hospital for surgery related to an unspecified medical issue. He was given medical release the following month and permitted to complete the remainder of his term at home.